A woman carried a chair to the edge of a cliff and began to knit. At first, she might have only intended to make a scarf, but she quickly fell in love with the movement and sound of knitting. The scarf grew longer and longer. She tried to stop a few times, but the pile of yarn at her feet kept her going. The scarf extended to the edge of the cliff and started to fall over, but she didn't notice and kept knitting faster and faster until she was pulled down. At that moment, she followed the scarf to the cliff's edge and began to frantically knit, trying to stop it from falling, but the scarf kept growing longer and eventually pulled her off the cliff as well. As she fell, the woman didn't stop knitting. When she ran out of yarn, she started using her hair instead, but even her hair had an end. Finally, she was dragged into the abyss by the scarf. At that moment, she bit off her long hair and climbed back to the edge of the cliff. Although she narrowly escaped, she was so used to knitting that she unconsciously began repeating the same motions again. Realizing the seriousness of the situation, she threw away her knitting needles and tried to start a new life. However, when she picked up a pair of scissors, she became infatuated with the sound of them clicking together and fell into a new cycle. She's not relieved, she's just repeating the same pattern in a different way.